Chief International Affairs Editor Robert Parsons is following this visit in St. Petersburg. Rob, what kind of welcome is Macron getting in Russia?
Well, I think he's going to get a pretty good welcome here because, first of all, the Russians and Vladimir Putin in particular are looking for real interlocutors on the Western side. If you look around the world at the moment, at the people who Russia might have looked to deal with in the past, like Barack Obama previously, Angela Merkel. Barack Obama's gone. Angela Merkel is considerably weakened, although she was re-elected in March. She was in Russia, it's true, a week ago, but she still has more internal problems now than she had in the past. Whereas Emmanuel Macron looks strong. He looks like one of the future, if not the future leader of the European Union, the most prominent person to go to. So from that point of view, I think the Russians are definitely going to be interested in signing him out. They've made it clear in the past, Vladimir Putin in particular, that he likes dealing with him, that he finds his directness fresh, that he finds it quite easy to get on with him. I suppose really from the point of view of Emmanuel Macron is what can he expect to achieve? He doesn't really have much in the way of carrots and sticks that he can work with. He's got red lines which he says he doesn't want to see crossed, like interference in elections, like human rights. But actually, in the end, what has he got to deal with? And I think that really is his weak point.
Rob, what can we expect from the meeting itself between Vladimir Putin and Emmanuel Macron?
Well, there are a number of key issues, most of them today political, tomorrow economic. But on the political side, it's quite clear that Iran is going to be key. With Donald Trump having pulled the United States out of the Iran nuclear deal, Emmanuel Macron will be looking to Russia to see what sort of, if anything, agreement can be reached to keep Iran in the deal. Now, this is a difficult one. It's very delicate for Emmanuel Macron. What can he really do here? What sort of guarantees will he and Russia and the other members of the deal be able to come up with to guarantee that businesses doing business with Iran will be protected if the Americans come after them with sanctions? The danger for him is, if he goes down that path, that he could end up antagonizing the United States, which is something he's been trying not to do over the last year, trying to keep Donald Trump on board. So it's a really difficult position that he finds himself in. On Syria, it's unlikely that very much is going to be achieved, I think. The Russians hold most of the important cards at the moment, and although they won't want to become politically bogged down in Syria, I think at this stage they're not prepared to make any sort of concessions. On Ukraine too, will there be any progress on the Minsk Accords, the roadmap for achieving some sort of peace in eastern Ukraine? Probably not, because neither Russia nor Ukraine seem prepared to make any sort of move at the moment. So I think on the political side, not very much will be achieved. But perhaps, if anything, it'll be just an opportunity for the two men to get a closer look at each other and gain some sort of understanding of where they lie.